If you saw the trailer for this game and thought this just looks like another generic first-person shooter on the set of LA Machine Guns and they forgot to render the models for the weapons, then you're just like I was when it released. However, after seeing that every human on the planet seemed to love it, I decided to give it a shot and discovered that it's more than that. A lot more, and also pretty damn weird. It's time for Neon White. Dive into the role of a neon named White who emerges from a pool into heaven wearing a weird mask and suffering from everyone's favorite non-fatal malady and low-effort narrative shortcut, amnesia. Start out meeting a collection of other mask-wearing counterparts, each named after and wearing a corresponding color, who all seem to know you and everything that's going on but don't want to tell you about it for some reason. Soon you'll discover that your role is to be plucked from hell and become the glorified exterminators of heaven, cleaning up random demons scattered across 12 missions as efficiently as possible. To do this, you'll have to race through 100 levels, blasting dozens of near-useless little blob creatures with a variety of guns you'll find along the way. But despite everyone telling you, the demons aren't really the challenge in this adventure. Your real enemy is that ever-counting angelic timer invisibly ticking away as you boot those demons back to hell and work your way toward the end goal. That's right, this game is all about speed and getting from A to B as fast as heavenly possible while filling those demons with hot holy lead. But those guns you can't see on the screen are actually cards that magically fire bullets, and every level will be you collecting them just sitting on the ground or extracted right out of the asses of demons. They aren't just about shooting though, each one also has a special ability that you can use in your perilous platforming through the clouds. Some make you jump further or dash across the screen, while others let you Spider-Man your way to glory or just launch a big-ass bomb into a demon party and ride the blast wave into the sky. You'll have to make use of this disjointed deck of weaponized parkour cards as well as your keen sense of navigation to find the fastest possible way through each level. Your time will net you all of the Olympic majesty of bronze, silver, and gold medals for success, but you can also go further for an ace medal or even the secret red medal for doing so well that I didn't even know it existed until I finished the game. But more importantly, you can compete against your friends to best their times and make fun of them for a run they finished 7 months ago. Or you can check the global leaderboards to annihilate your ego and let you know that you really do suck at video games as much as everyone says you do. But that's not the only challenge you'll face in the dangerous pitfalls of heaven. You'll also have to track down special presents hidden in the shittiest possible places for every level. Now you'll need to come up with a whole new sky-climbing series of miraculous leaps to track down those secret collectibles. Then, after each mission, you can use them to unlock incredible dialogue written by a prepubescent teen just guessing how people actually talk to one another. Once you've blessed your eyes and ears with these narrative sidebars, gifts given to various characters will launch you into special challenge levels. Levels that range between interesting twists on existing gameplay and literal torture chambers covered in spikes designed specifically to make you question your sanity. Neon White, dedicated speedrunning with a side of existential plot and a sweet cherry topping of weird-ass dialogue. When I started Neon White, I wasn't immediately all that impressed with the gameplay, especially when I had to spend just as much time shuffling through dialogue as I did in the short levels. But after more weapons, enemies, and much more expansive levels opened up, the mechanics started to click and I was racing back to collect ace medals and presents I'd missed. Later levels have you spending several minutes at a time performing a meticulous dance of key presses to achieve a better time or reach your particularly lofty present. And the instant restarts after failing made it just forgiving enough that I was always compelled with that one more try mentality. The story is kind of strange, buried in weird dialogue, and very slow for much of the game. Yet when it does pick up, it was fun to discover and crafted well enough that it almost seemed like it was written independent of all the weird extraneous stuff. With the fast-paced gameplay that inspires creativity and begs for mastery and a surprisingly appropriate soundtrack throughout, it's pretty easy for me to give Neon White the abbreviated score of good. If you'd like to see more hot takes, warm satire, and tepid commentary about video games, make sure to subscribe and check out my other abbreviated reviews.